Hi, it's Dr. Dina, Innovator in Women's Health and Wellness, and I've arrived here at the Avon River, Windsor Junction, for a friendship treaty, a meet on the invitation of Audra. So what I'm going to do is just sort of show you around. I've just arrived on the scene. I have to admit I know very little about what's happening here, but Audra is going to take us around and give us the tour. So just let me turn it around here. Okay, Audra. You hold that mic.
Hi, guys. How are you? Okay, we're going to get out of traffic. First things first, if you're coming to join us today, between exit 6 and exit 7, as you're coming onto the on-ramp to the highway for exit 6 is where you get off to come in. So there's a long gravel driveway that goes way down that way, and you'll get a better shot of it here in a minute. But that's where they've lots of construction. Yeah, so let me explain to you about what's happening with the construction, why we're here, and I guess our purpose for today. Let's go this way so it's quiet and we can go across this side and I can show you what we're doing. So the camp here has been here for over 140 days, and our grandmother Sandy and Monk have been our residents here for over 140 days. So how much resilience would you have to do that? To believe in something so much. And as you know, last night and this morning wasn't so pretty. We've had worse. We've had storms. And actually we've had some floods and such that have actually forced them to move the truck house. In the Treaty of 1752, there is a placement in the treaty that speaks of the Crown providing the Mi'kmaq a truck house so that they can reside and do their trading and bidding and wherever they so choose. So this is why people wondering, why do they have it at the truck house? Why is the truck house here? Well, Sandy's made a point. These great big gates that you see here and that we're walking past right now have been put in just over 50 years. They're done their lifespan. And this causeway has caused an absolute havoc on the life of the Avon River. So the Avon is one of the largest rivers that come across the northwestern part of the province, and the Kennecook River, the St. Croix, the Halfway River. I know I'm missing a few right now. The Cogmagun, the Gasborough, all feed off of the Avon. The Atlantic salmon, this is one of the spawning ground in the Inner Bay of Fundy. The Avon has 8 of the tributaries that are in West Hants that are spawning ground for our Inner Bay of Fundy salmon. So here's another little thing. There, not only the Gasbro, the Tommy Cod, the salmon run, but the Inner Bay of Fundy salmon are unique to us in Nova Scotia and into the Inner Bay of Fundy, Maritimes area, I should say, because Atlantic salmon spawn into their ground once every other year. Inner Bay of Fundy salmon every year come back and come back and come back because they come into the smaller tributaries. And these gates have been shutting off that tributary, the inner Avon River. And they've built many people call it a lake, a man-made lake outside of the Windsor town. It really is an estuary because it is a gated body of water that allows water in and out. When the Causeway was originally made, the regulations were for fish flow and water passage. And through the years, it has progressed through bureaucracy that's not what they're used for now. They're used to keep cottage country and the look of a lake that is slowly dying and is pretty much dead anyway. We've been doing science, and we've been watching the gates and the times of the gates. Now all summer you have seen me back and forth at the gates. because they've not been giving fish flow. So I don't know if you're aware, but the month of October is not only Mi'kmaq Heritage Month, but it also is the running month of the Inner Bay of Fundy salmon. And so these salmon are not getting fish flow, and they're not getting the opportunity to spawn, and they're an endangered species. So they're one of the primary focuses of why we've been here and why we are at the Avon. Today is a day of decision making. There's been communications, as we know, with the Mi'kmaq all over the maritime provinces. And if I could encourage anybody to read the Treaty of 1752 and understand that where our right is and who they are as the right holder. I've learned a lot in the last few months. It's been an incredible learning experience. And Sandy, our grandmother, is here on the water protecting the fish. Protecting, not protesting. Protecting. She has called so many, just her presence alone has called so many people, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, to take a different look at things and come together. Not that we haven't had the ridicule, not that we haven't had the pushback, because we have, because municipality and provincial bureaucracies choose to ignore the right holder, and that's not okay. And it's that generational choice that we've made that's put us in the place all over the maritime provinces. Like, that's what's so special about us, that we never had to fight. The Mi'kmaq invited us to their land and said, come and we'll learn in peace and friendship to live together, because we have a common source, a common understanding that draws us to something bigger. And so I guess that's what drew me here, is that knowing that there's a better way, that if we can come together through all of it, through the mockery, through the discourse, through the challenges of the weather, it's time. And sometimes you just have to make a stand. So there are grandmothers coming today from the First Nations, and there are grandmothers coming from all over the province, and we're going to share food, and they're going to give gifts, and we're going to bring offerings, and we're going to be around the fire. Today's a day of judgments and decisions. And if we were going to make those decisions and make the hard decisions going forward, we made a choice to come together and do it together. Not for it to be just a unilateral decision, but that we would honor each other from nation to nation. And we would honor the ground that we're on. I can tell you it's been an incredible learning experience, not only about nature, but about people and nations. And so, yeah, that's my big preach this morning. That's why we're here. That's why I would ask you to come at 1:30. If you can't come and stop and you're driving by Windsor at any time, hit your horn and beep, 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 because that's like the like button for us. And you know me, I don't like button anything. I love button everything. And so hit the like button if you're driving by, hit your horn and join with us. I just saw a Mi'kmaq counselor come in, and I know that there are grandmothers here. And so I would, invite you to come and join the day, enjoy the feast and the music with us and the drumming. And let's find out what the future holds together.
Where can people find you to support this cause?
So if you go online to Treaty Truck House 2, you can join the public group of Treaty Truck House 2. The Windsor Causeway Fish Passage page is also an amazing resource of information. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you want to read the treaty, if you want to read documentation about the river in Nova Scotia, about our relationship with the Mi'kmaq, I would tell you to go to the Causeway page as well. There's also a page online that's Treaty 1752. There's an incredible resource information on that page as well. But if you go to Treaty Truck House 2, you can become a member. You can see what we're doing. It seems like we don't mean to, but we're doing events all the time. And in just a couple days, we have another one on our books. And we're just going to keep pressing forward, and we'll let you know about that one as soon as we can. I know people are coming in, and we're trying to stay out of the drive of everybody coming in. But yeah, the beautiful Avon. Here we are. We're 1:30 is they're already starting to gather, but we're coming together.
Thank you, Audra. I'm going to turn it around so I can be on here for a moment. So Audra and I met actually through the Atlantic Common Law Assembly that was established September 18th. And our Canada flag has 3 stars. One's for English, one's for French, and one's for our Indigenous people, our Mi'kmaq. So this is how we came, together. So I'm here today not just, Dina as a mother, not a grandmother yet, but as a mother and, supporting this cause of saving our fish and our environment and supporting kind of our Indigenous freedoms, but also as a convener of the Atlantic Common Law Assembly. So if you'd like more information on that, you can connect with me personally. Audra, maybe you can give the information for the Facebook page again, if you're looking to support this cause.
Yes, Treaty Truck House 2. So go to Treaty Truck House 2.
Okay, good. So we'll be back later, maybe with a few more interviews, but thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. And we're here between exits 6 and 7. There's construction at exit 5 on the 101, on the 1, right, coming out from Sackville. So you'll need extra time to get here. And if you've gone to exit 7, you've gone too far. Get off at exit 7, turn around and come back, and you'll see the tent and the camp and the freedom expression. Okay, we'll talk later. Reach for the stars, envision and achieve your personal best. And most of all, enjoy the journey. Dr. Dina Churchill signing out.